Our next question is, will we ever get to a point where we don't have to wear masks in public and where we can be together in crowded spaces without physical distancing?
It's a great question, and I think that the answer is yes, but I will kind of throw a little bit of an asterisk on it. Culturally, there are a lot of places that you can go to where you will see people wearing masks on a daily basis before this pandemic hit. There are a lot of places that took some pretty hard lessons learned from the SARS epidemic that happened in the early aughts. And as a result, a lot of people by choice do wear masks when they go out into public, especially in very, very crowded urban centers. Now, is that like a permanent solution to things? No, not necessarily, but does it help to curtail the spread of, say, a new respiratory virus? Yes, absolutely. Now, that being said, the thing that everybody is really wondering about is just like, when can we kind of get back to life as normal? And, you know, I want to go to concerts. I want to see my family. I want to see my friends. I want to go to a party. I want to, you know, now that we've been in this pandemic for almost 10, 11 months, everybody is just thinking that they'd like to see 700 of their closest friends as soon as possible. Yeah, I think that we'll get there. It will take a while though, because even though, again, I referenced this earlier, you know, there's been some very good news about vaccines this week, but even if we had a vaccine ready tomorrow that was effective and safe, it would still take us quite a while to administer it to everybody. And then the other real big toss-up is we aren't sure how long the protective effects of it would actually last for. And so there are a couple more steps that we need to take as far as like, even when a vaccine comes and we're actually able to administer it to people, there will be a bit of an experiment as far as after people have been given the vaccine, they'll still have to be followed to see how long immunity is good for. Bill, anything you want to add?
Yeah, I that's spot on. And what I would probably try to encourage people, well, first, let me acknowledge what everybody's feeling. They're fatigued with this. There's pandemic fatigue, and a lot of people are writing about that right now. And a lot of folks are just like, when will this go away? And it's just really frustrating. And I want to really acknowledge that frustration. I want to say, it's real. It is what it is. And you're not a bad person for feeling that. You know, it's true. The best way for me to think about this is that people like Katie and other public health people, when they are dealing with an epidemic like, you have a lot of tools in the toolboxes. You can have people wash their hands. You can wear masks. You can socially distance, physical distance, etc. You can shut down schools. You can shut down restaurants and bars. You can limit the number of people in the gyms. I mean, these are all different interventions that can be done. And I think the mask part of it, and particularly masks and hand washings, is probably with us for the foreseeable future. Mostly, even if we don't have a lockdown going on, those are just good measures that are going to help prevent the spread, especially during times of the year that we think in the future it might be more likely to spread. I think we will see some things change forever. I think handshaking, like when you greet somebody, is probably gone for the foreseeable future. I think we'll be doing a lot more elbow bumps, you know, in the future, air hugs, you know, from a distance. So until we have, you know, such a level of antibodies, you know, and immunity in the population at large, until we have a vaccine that's just universally available and readily available that basically anybody can get quickly, you know, the distribution is not a problem. Until we have those things, I think we just have to acknowledge the fact, as frustrating as it is, that we're probably going to have physical distancing, social distancing, hand washing, and encouragement to use masks for the foreseeable future.